Hello again YouTube, Jake here, and welcome back to another Reading Too Much Into Things review. You know, after my first review went up, I had some time to take in some constructive criticism of my style. I won't lie, I had some doubts of if I should keep on doing these reviews. However, I was then distracted by Toei pulling my video down because they don't understand how fair use works. So, without further ado, let's dive back into the spooky world of Kamen Rider Ghost with Episode 2, Dengetsu Hatsumeo, roughly translated to Shocking! Invention King! First thing we're treated to in this episode is the series openings, which, despite being live action, is rather shonen anime-like. I would show a clip from Yu Yu Hakusho's opening to compare and contrast, but then I'd likely have Viz on my back. Wait, do they still exist? So after our opening that spoils a few upcoming forms Ghost gets in the future, because Japan really does not care that much about spoilers, we get an abridged rundown of Takeru's worrisome predicament. If you don't remember, after receiving a 10-year-old package from his father who died 10 years ago, our hero died, met a strange man who told him he could come back to life, and became Kamen Rider Ghost in order to fight the enemy ghost, called Ganma, in their shared hunt for 15 icons of luminaries, or ghosts of historically significant people. We now join Akai and Onari's argument over ghosts existing, already in progress.
化学変化や物理変化ならともかくゴーストを取り込んで武蔵になるなんてきっと暗示をかけられて騙されてんのよタケル殿は姿を消せるのですぞああもういいから病院修行ですなんでよ病院俺が
Even our hero gets fed up with this skit fairly early and disappears off to his room/office to instead talk with an enjoyable character, Sage the Sage.
随分と荒れてるね
Oh, Sage, always knowing what we, the viewers, are going through. He explains to Takeru that 3 elements have to be around to summon an icon, namely, an item related to the luminary, someone who identifies with them, and for Takeru to draw an eye symbol over the item. So, wait. Every time he gets an icon, it turns the vastly important cultural and historical artifact into a ghost coat and changes into one of Takeru's. You're destroying him!
ねえねえ声かけなくていいのいやおなりは時々めんどくさいんだよ
Well, at least the show's honest. Eventually, Sage the Sage teases that the next luminary's icon to appear will be Essence. Oh, great. Just judging from how well researched Musashi was in the last episode, I imagine invented the light bulb will be the least thing wrong about what they...
電球の改良や蓄音機を発明したのは誰だトーマス・エジソン
Huh. That just leaves me more confused. Also, Sage the Sage breathes on Onari to give him an idea of what to do and how to find more icons. I would love to know the metaphysics of that someday. We then jump to one of the shadier places to meet anyone, as the mysterious ghost summoner from last episode hands a scientist-looking fellow equipment for making his dreams come true. Only to cut to Onari telling his monk students, who I didn't want to name or identify, to gather information for him. This was the idea he couldn't think up without Sage the Sage's sage breath. We then jump to Akari's university, where a professor asks her to look into something in his place. She heads out to find the source of an electrical disturbance, gets nearly attacked by some broken power cables, and finds the scientist who was given the Ganma summoning equipment. Said Ganma seems to be using his power to inspire ideas to solve some technical problems the inventor is having, and before you know it, the whole gang has shown up together without meaning to. Thankfully, Takeru and the inventor share a love of different interpretations of Edison quotes, and he lets him in to see the transporter he's been working on, as well as his Edison collection. And why does he have Edison's light bulb as a good luck charm? So Takaru notices the ghost and warns the scientist of the danger. The scientist says he doesn't care and is willing to sacrifice his life for science. Takaru doesn't take this well, sensing a series-long theme here. He then shows off his henshin pose and engages the Ganma. But it does not go well. Science! Returning to the lab, the inventor has escaped to continue whatever the Ganma is tricking him into making. Please, never that close to the camera again. Having come to a dead end, Takaru does not take his current situation well. We also learned that 3 additional days have passed since the end of the first episode, which at least means there's some tension that they can likely jump to whenever in the 99 days they like. To cheer him up, Akari reminds him of an old test of courage when they were kids and throws water at him. Not what I would have gone for, but whatever helps. The next day, so that's 94 days left if we're keeping track, Onari says he found where the inventor has relocated and they hunt him down. However, they're too late and he activates his device, which, surprise, turns out not to be a transporter, but instead creates a giant Ganma hole.
Good night, everybody.
Which can produce a swarm of Ganma. The inventor does not take this well. But after some motivation from Takaru, he gets to work trying to stop the device from... It's never said what specifically the device while on is doing. But that's not what's important, but instead Edison's light bulb glowing. Time to destroy history! However, before he can turn the fashion statement into power, the Ganma leaps on it like a moth on your favorite shirt you forgot you had and grows giant. Crashing through the site, Akari gets grabbed and Takaru gives chase. However, just by himself on a motorcycle, there's little he can do. Akari is dropped, but is saved by a ghost ship? Then transforms into an iguana? Wait, what does an iguana have to do with pirates? Or ghosts? Anyways, the battle continues with the ghost iguana taking on the giant Ganma and Takaru trying to close the Ganma hole with what, as a nerd, I must refer to as a jet shot. The iguana ship bike is able to hit the enlarged ghost hard enough to knock the Edison coat out of it, giving Takaru the chance to change it into an icon and gain a new form. The ghost tries to zap him again, but... It does not go well. The mysterious man from the last episode is not at all pleased, but the man handing out the Ganma summoning tool says he'll succeed next time. The inventor gives Takaru the icon that was once Edison's light bulb. Seriously, I can't get over that. Wait. That was your goal? I thought it was to become the new Edison. Oh, just relaying what the creepy summoner guy said to him. Okay. We close out this episode with Onari smiling at... Really? So Takaru decides the best way to find the remaining icons is to become a professional ghost hunter, and his friends agree to help him. And that was the second episode of Kamen Rider Ghost. And while it doesn't feel much better than the first, again, I don't want to say it's actively bad. Again, we had a lot to set up, like the structure of the episodes, how new enemies and new icons are found, and a few new toys, accessories for our hero. But the pacing feels weird or introduced to another, thankfully minor character who shouts a lot, and man, how Akari was beat up in the end seemed unneeded. Here's looking forward to the next episode, picking up the slack. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe. Wait, what?